Hello everyone, my name is Zach from the Weekly Channel, and today we're doing another Transformers random review. This time, it's the Transformers Combiner Wars Powerglide. This figure came out just recently, and he is in the Combiner Wars series, but he doesn't combine per se. He does have a weapon mode, but he doesn't turn into a limb. I will get to that in a moment here. But first, let's take a quick look at the figure. So I do think this looks like a great representation of the G1 Powerglide. I do like the character. He's probably one of my favorite G1 Autobots. I do like the Autobot symbol here, however that is not exactly how it looked. I will be getting some repro labels for this guy, just to try and fix him up. But there is that. A quick little spin around. The head sculpt does look pretty good. It looks just like Powerglide. I'm sorry if it's hard for you guys to see that. Try and focus. There we go. See that head sculpt? I think that looks pretty nice. Looks just like a G1 Powerglide. I think that's spot on. I do also very much like this guy's vehicle mode, so because there's not a whole lot in robot mode, we'll get to that really fast. But before I forget, let me do the articulation. So his head, it's kind of hard to do, but I'll be covering up his head with my thumb here. It does rotate. It is very tight, but you can get it to move side to side. The arms, they're not on ball joints. They're kind of on a new joint I've never really seen used a whole lot before. They rotate, but they're on kind of a ball, so they move and they rotate, just to give it a lot of range, which I think is pretty cool engineering, in my opinion. He also does have an elbow joint, which is really nice. Goes far up all the way, and it's not double jointed, so I think they did pretty good with that. Nothing at the waist, but his legs can kick out. They move back, forward. There's a knee bend and swivel, and then the toes can move a little bit. So that is the articulation. So as I was saying, let's get to the transformation. So to get this guy into his jet mode, first, what you want to do is just take the arms and tuck them up like so, so you can reveal these little missile racks here going, which I think is a cool touch underneath, so you can have them fire as weapons, I guess, in robot mode that way. He doesn't come with any accessories, and he's a smaller class figure, so I do understand. That would have been cool if he had a gun, but I can fix that myself. Anyway, you want to rotate his head all the way around, which is not the easiest of tasks, because it is quite tight on mine, which is not a bad thing. Make it last longer for sure. And tab the wings, like so, and just rotate them down so they're flush along there. And underside here, you just want to take the arms and rotate them till they have a slot lined up so that they can tab in under here. As long as they're folded up all the way, it should work pretty well. His hands are exposed, but it's not too terribly bad. There are a couple things they could have done to prevent this, but considering how small the figure is, I'm not going to complain about it a whole lot. I can't seem to get this one to tab in. Sometimes these things can be quite annoying. I see it just popped up there on me. Bear with me here. There we go. Got it to tab in. So there are the wings and most of the front done. So you want to take this whole assembly here and lift this up and pull it forward, and it extends out and reveals the landing gear under here. But next, what you want to do is you just want to come down here to where the feet are. You want to pull out these little tail fins, and you want to push down on the heels of the feet, make them go underneath, and then you can tab together this whole section here of his legs will line up and fit together like that. And then you just want to make sure these are lined up, and you can push down on the little thrusters back here. Oops, this came undone. There we go. To give it more of the accurate style look, and then you can take this piece and fold it down, make sure it tabs into there, and make sure everything is all lined up. And there you go. That is Powerglide in his jet mode. I think this is a pretty cool jet mode. It looks just like Powerglide should. Of course, there are a couple things, just like I said before with the fish showing here, but it's not too bad. It just looks like tanks or bombs or something going on there. There's some nice detail going on here, and I'm not sure if you can see it a whole well, but there is some detail going on inside those thrusters, down here on the bottom. The cockpit looks nice. Whole lot of features and detail going on here. Underneath here, there's also the landing gear, which again is not the easiest task to pull out. It sometimes helps if you lift the whole thing up and come and grab it. So there's that. So if you line it up, you can just lay along the ground like that. So there you go. There is Powerglide in his jet mode. That is pretty much all there is to say about this guy. He's a smaller figure, so there's not a whole lot to show off. But last mode he has, actually, before I forget, is his gun mode, which isn't spectacular, but I think that it gets the job done. So what you want to do is lift this up here and tab those along, move this back forward, and it's not a whole lot. I'm just going to do it real fast. Don't know if I need to explain. You guys can just watch, but make sure those are tabbed in. And actually, you do need to have the landing gear out because that's the handle. And this is the scope. And there you go. There's this blaster. So you can just have a figure hold on to it like that. I'll grab one to show you real fast. So here is the Transformers Generations Blitzwing, which you saw as a size comparison in my last video. But it would just hold on to it right here. And it is kind of a tight fit. If I can get it to work. There we go. You should hold on to it. And you can give him a gun mode. And it is a little floppy and it's not the best. I mean, they kind of include these. It just looks like he's holding a jet. I'm obviously never going to display him in that mode. But nevertheless, it is an added feature if you like that. So that is everything I have to say. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Please rate the video and let me know if there's any other figures you'd like me to review. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.